What is up, my people and Pouncer's people in the house? How you doing? Pouncer and Jeff here at Pouncer Park. Big, nice open field enclosed that Pouncer loves. And we just got here. He's been lately fascinated by something over there for the last couple of days. I don't know what, but he's even been tempted to go outside this park area and look over there. It might be the what do you call it? The playground that we go to. I mean, he might miss that. We haven't gone there in a few days, and he loves it there. He likes going to swings, but I don't know. So we'll see. You can't see because of the light, but his ears and his shadow are tremendous. Look at you with your big plates. He loves working on these things. So we'll see who shows up tonight. Yesterday we definitely had a nice crew, diverse people from all over the world. It was fun. But as always with YouTube, the longer you stay on, the more people show up. So if you build it, they will come. He loves to make me run. Hold on. Okay, Pouncer. It must seem weird to passing cars to see what they think is a cheetah walking around their local park. Then again, it seems weird to him to see cars driving by. Pounce was a trip, man. He doesn't like cars too much, but he loves trains. Go make sense out of that one. Here we go. We running? Go ahead, run, Pouncer. I'm keeping up. I can keep up until he starts with the crazy sprinting. Then there's no way anyone could keep up. So he's gonna look for bugs now. It's not that he really wants bugs to eat. He just likes to look for them. The only ones that he tries to eat are the disgusting worms that we find at the church that we go to sometimes. There's a big giant church near here where he loves to go. And in the back they have a giant field, and the front is a tremendous church. So it's perfect for us. What's up, B? Hey, they called you Sir Pouncer. Sir Pouncer. We should get him knighted. Where are we going? Plot twist. What's up? Scratch the wood. He will. He will. He's gonna try to climb this tree in his pole later. He's got his whole ritual. He's got this whole ritualistic thing going on. Hey Rebecca, how are you tonight? Thanks for popping in. Pouncer says hi to everybody. Aaliyah, how are you? You want one? Are they nice? He's very nice. He's very sweet. But they're wild animals. They're not all very sweet. But they're a lot of work and a lot of money. I didn't pay for mine, but most people do. You gotta build an outdoor enclosure. It's a whole thing. They're not like regular cats that are just pretty. That's what I thought. When I took his dad, I rescued his dad. I didn't know he was a little baby, Don't grab one from the wildness. Oh, they were gonna kill him, and he would have died otherwise. It's in the bio. You can read it. What's up, Kenny? How you doing? Cute kitty. Thank you. Big kitty. Oh, and heavy kitty. He's become very heavy kitty lately. Oh, garbage. He loves to look for bugs by the garbage. They are so beautiful. Elliot says you're beautiful. Say thank you. He says thank you. Mr. Crash Out, how you doing, bro? What's the word on this Saturday night with you? All good? Anybody doing anything interesting? Oh, thank God, man. Glad to hear that. If you're doing something interesting or whatever you're doing, let us know. And if you have any pets, we want to know what you got. Whatever it may be. It doesn't have to be exotic. Pouncer and I, we love all animals. Except, Spiders. Oh, you got one. They are very calm. Oh, what kind of cat do you have? Stop being rude to that cat. Hey, Chassie, how are you? Sorry. I have a friend named Chassie. Your cat is adorable. Hey, Chris, Mariah, how are you guys? Pouncer, Chris says you're adorable. Say thank you. He says thank you. How Kitty doing? Kitty is wonderful. He played a lot today. We went to a different park. We haven't done jumping practice yet, but we did the ball thing where, I throw those little tennis balls and he chases them. We did that for a couple of hours. I try to work him out all day, but then sometimes he just sort of conks out and has no more energy and falls asleep. The funny thing is, you can see the video, I took him outside and we had to feed the little baby, the regular cats. Hang on, buddy. So we go out there, he's 5 months. What's your kitty's name? Pouncer. So we go out there and there's like 2 plates of cat food and a bunch of cats. And Pouncer just lied down right in the middle of that food. I couldn't believe it. It was so rude. You were so rude. He thinks he's the king. And then you see this big giant, well, comparatively, hey, Cristiano. Mine is very calm and is not afraid of water. No, they love water. Where's his mother? Alabama. I don't really know his mother well. I own his father. But we cut a deal. Oh, I'm afraid to even say this in front of him. I just want to hold him. Yeah, man. I gave his giraffe toy, which he never uses, to the neighbor. And so, he's got dogs. What do you feed him? I'll tell you in a sec. So, the dog is eating it. And Pouncer now is getting suspicious. He gets mad when I give away his toys, even if he doesn't use them. He always does this. He decorates the tree. That's several graffiti. You got a husky, a lab mix, and a dog with 16 reasons. Alright, I'm coming. It must be beautiful. How do you know there's 16 breeds? Oh no, not again. What's next? Alright, wait for me. No one can go this fast, especially me. Yeah, man, calm down. It looks like a cat that a dad cat don't love. I love him. How many pounds does he weigh? He's like 28. How old is he? 5 months old. And about the food, he eats a special grind, and he eats whole prey. Quail, chicks, stuff like that, rats, mice. He loves them. But he's grown so fast. If you watch the videos, Sham, I'm right. I'm not sure what you're right about. If you watch the videos, just go back a couple of months and you'll see he was so much smaller. He was like a little teddy bear that weighed nothing. He was smaller than my regular cats outside. Over there by the water. Where's his father? Well, okay, hold on. I'm trying, bro. He works me hard, but then again, I work him hard. What's that? Now, let me just shake the arrhythmia. I'm gonna get... It's gonna kill me. I don't really have arrhythmia. His father is right now in Alabama, and every other weekend I take him to North Carolina, and he'll be back with me permanently. It's a long story. He's gonna have a separate place from Pouncer because he would try to kill him. Oh, I got you, Shan. Cool cat. Thank you, Seth. What's up, bro? What is that? Hey, Robert. Is he strong like a dog? Yeah, he's strong and getting stronger. But I'm stronger, and I don't say that in a weird way. I mean, it matters a lot. So, like, if we want to go and he doesn't want to, and I gotta hold him, I'm still stronger, and he won't really try to hurt me. He'll just try to get away. But then we go to some other part. When we first got her, I had a sister named Vanilla, and Terona said she had 16 breeds. Wow, that's kind of amazing. Can they be mean like regular cats? I don't think regular cats are mean. Whoa! Oh, wait, I can't do that. You gotta slow down. I'm just human. What's his breed? We get asked that quite a bit. He's a serval. Uh, yeah, calm down, man. Mr. Cash Out is asking you. Do it for him. For Mr. Cash Out. They're so fast. They're the fastest cats in the world in terms of pickup. And I'm not, you know. Look, I try to keep up with him. And believe me, he gets to sprint all day long. But I can't. I can't, you know. He doesn't give me a break. He knows that. He likes to prank me. But to be honest, I prank him too once in a while. They took how much did you pay? What's up, ZGG kids? I didn't pay. I own his dad. I got him from Africa. He was a rescue. Tell your kitty that I said hi. Aaliyah says hi, bro. You should join the Olympics. Yeah, you should join the Olympics. You know, believe it or not, many, many years ago, in 1988, I made the Olympic team. Believe it or not. You need a certificate. Depends on the state. How big will you get? A little bit bigger. You know, big enough to like stand up when they stand up, to put 2 feet like on your chest, let's say, around there. You know, more or less, depending on your height. You know, like I'm 5'10", so they could stand up. He could easily put his feet on my chest. But they jump. You know, they jump like you can't imagine. It's funny, man. Like, they do different things at different times of the day. Certain times of the day they sprint. Certain times of the day they jump. Like, he likes to jump late at night. You know, it's funny. The Swaggers does that too. You know, you get used to their sort of rhythms. And I'm pretty sure he's used to mine. He knows, you know, he knows what we're doing. And he knows where we are in the car. It's so weird, man. We get to the park, and he's sleeping in the back. He wakes up, he comes up front, and he sits on my lap, and he gets ready for me to hold him. He gets in a position so I can hold him. He's so funny. You know, and Swaggers, man. You know how Swaggers is. When I take him to the vet, he knows the route, and he goes in back and smacks me in the head. Hey, Smiley, yeah, he does. He loves exploring. What do other cats think when they see him? Well, the cats that I call my babies, like the little ones, they love him. They come and they bump into him. You know, they give head bumps, which means that they love him. But lately, he's been like a dick. Like, look at the video. He just lied down in the middle of their food today, you know? Does he tear up furniture? Oh, God, yeah. I don't have much furniture for him to tear up. My house is pretty serval-proof. We have, where do you live? We have a few different places. We have 4 places. One we rent out. We have 3 places that we go to in Alabama, North Carolina, and South Carolina, and we're getting a few more. But we also have a trailer. Don't be impressed. These aren't expensive places. You know, it's not like we're in money. You know, I just spend everything I can, and I get loans to make their life better. There's also a trailer we have in North Carolina, which is just a play trailer. Everyone busts my chops because it's so messy, and it is messy because I don't want to clean it, and because Swaggers ate the cleaning lady. But it's just a play trailer, you know. We go there just to play. So once in a while we'll stay there. Where do you live, John? How much are they? Like $5,000. They're a lot. Vlogs, how are you? He can smell it. He smells something. That is so cute. I want one so badly. How my dogs are just crazy. Let's get a baby. Well, I don't know your dogs, but if they're nice, if you get a baby, the baby will get along with anything as long as it plays with them. Release the animal. No, then he would die, John. It's not like that. That would be the cruelest thing you could do. I rescued his father from Africa. You can't just release them. Bless you. He has a wonderful life. Do you still have his dad? Yes. Australia Centigrade. Sorry, I'm mispronouncing that. View withheld message and shut your mouth. Oh no, John, you gotta go, bro. John's sort of a dick. The cat got any best friends? Me. He's domesticated now. I always wonder if that's true. I would say yes. You know, I mean, he lies in bed with me and gives me kisses. Have you walked both together? No, Swaggers would kill him immediately. You know, Swaggers is I had Swaggers. I've had him. You're stuck. You're stuck. Wait, bro. Just wait a second. Wait 1 second. All right. I've had Swaggers since he was like 0 years old. Like an itty bitty tiny. Wait for me. I can't do this. I'm not like you, bro. No one's as agile as you. I've had Swaggers since. Hang on 1 second. Yeah, Swaggers is the father. I've had Swaggers since he was a nothing little tiny baby, but he's always always had a different personality. Raising him was like raising a dragon. It was like a little goblin baby. He used to try to kill me. Um, so Swagger's, he tries to kill him. Swagger sees a cat, he won't just sit with it like Pouncer will. He'll kill it. It's a whole different ball game. It's a whole different thing. But they each have their own personality, very much so. Do kids? How does Pouncer react to strangers? He's scared of them. Do kids like the cat? Oh, they love him. They always love him. And kids do better with them because the smaller they are, the less threatened a serval will feel. Swaggers is good with kids too, believe it or not. Swaggers is good with kids and women. Swaggers isn't the way I paint them to be. Like, I always talk about how aggressive he is, but that's in comparison to Pouncer, who's just so sweet. Yes, you are. So, don't think he doesn't have a very good side. Izumi, how are you? They don't get along. Well, Pouncer tries, but, Swaggers goes after him. I set it up so they were in different rooms but could see each other. And Swaggers just tried to get through it and kill him. So, Pouncer tries. It's a serval, Izumi. How do you separate them at home? They're never in the same house. Ever. And if I have to have them both in the same house, well, never in it. One will be in the outdoor enclosure and one will be indoors. And never together. That'd be terrible. Swaggers can't be with any other animal. Yeah, Pouncer Smiley. He's the best exercise. He's the best exercise in the world. But I work his ass too, you don't know. That thing probably eats kids. He eats the misbehaving children in my class who don't do their homework. How much did he cost? We did a $5,000. Has there ever been a time someone saw Swaggers and tried to cause a problem about it? Yeah. What problem would they cause? A lot of the kids try to draw Swaggers. Does that thing eat kids? How many times are you going to ask me that? Yes, he eats kids. Kids like you. You're definitely a kid. I always put, age restrictions, and there's always some kid that sneaks on here. And you better not be in my class. The kids in my class should be doing their homework right now, actually. I mean that. It's Moon Man. What's up, Powerpuff Princess? How are you? You're a teacher. Is that a statement? Yes, if it's it's a question. Yes, I am. I'm a Spanish teacher. I want a bobcat. Me too. Thanks, 5,000. Michael. Yeah, man. They're too expensive. I would never buy one, to be honest. I think it's best to rescue a cat. We were talking about this last night. If you rescue a cat, you could save their life. Why would you not? Just imagine being in an animal shelter, and a cat being taken to the gas room, just imagine cute little cats. Imagine ones living outside, like the ones I feed. I can't bring them in, for many reasons. I have animals that would kill them. I wish I could, but I can't. And one just had babies, and I try so hard to find them homes, and nobody wants them. And whenever I post a video, usually Pouncer is in it, and it wasn't intentional, but I didn't expect everyone wants him. Everyone's like, can I have the one in the leash? And, it makes me so sad that nobody wants to help the ones that need help. Everybody wants, one that seems like a status symbol, but it's not. It's work. There's no status associated with this. It's just the opposite. It's a very degrading thing. Science is the best class. I'm glad you like science. Yeah, no one's going to pay a lot of money for a cat like that. At least not a lot of people. Oh, there are people. There are a lot of people. But, you'd be amazed how many want a cat like this. Or a Savannah cat. Savannah cats are easy. But a cat like this, it's a wild animal. People want them, but, irresponsibly so. And they're in states where it's illegal. Or they don't have the money. Or they have the money just to barely get the cat, but not to really take care of it. Or they don't really want to go through the experience, and then they don't feed them properly, and their bone density goes down. There's a million scenarios. Hey, Teresa, how are you? Raven, what's up, bro? I have Raven in my class. Is that you? $5,000 is not a lot of money. Maybe for you. For the rest of the world, it's a lot of money. For Trump, it's a lot of money. For anyone, it's a lot of money. Anything you can buy a car with is a lot of money. In my world. Maybe you're rich, right? Boom! Yeah, suburban calls. Yeah, whenever someone says that, you know they're full of shit. That's a lot of cash. Of course, that's a lot of cash. That was a good jump, buddy. Very nice. He's had some good jumps today. The other day we were here, man. Boom! And he jumped up and he caught a fly. It must have been like 6 feet in the air. I was very proud. Called some of my friends to tell them they were very proud. Message held for review. These are always interesting. What the... that's not so bad. He's, Vidal, how you doing? He's a cerebral cat. How does he do indoors? He does wonderful indoors. He always uses his litter box. He has two. He always uses them, except one time. And I can't figure that. Just one time, he did pee-pee in the closet. But he's very sweet. He's very clean. You know, as long as his nails are cut, it's good. But sometimes, you know, when they're just growing back and he jumps on me, it hurts. Let's see. Yeah, you guys get it. 5,000 isn't a lot of money. Then good for you. You know, you can. How many more? That's exactly right. RY, RY. I'm with you. I don't know anyone that would tell me, look, not that my friends are rich, but I don't know anyone that would say to me that $5,000 isn't a lot of money. I have a lot of friends that are teachers, and the guys at jiu-jitsu are like, you know, plumbers and so on. Mostly my friends are between blue collar and white collar. And I think we'd all agree $5,000 is a chunk of change. I mean, if you lost $5,000, would you be happy about it? Would you really not care? Can you pet him? Can I pet you? You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Yeah, you can pet him. You can pet him too if you're patient about it. You know, you gotta come and sort of listen to what I tell you. You know, just be still for a little bit. Maybe sing him a song. He likes if you sing to him. Seriously. And then you'll be in business. There's a girl in a pet shop named Aubrey in PetSmart. And she gets it. He's so pretty. Hey, Quinny, thank you. What kind of cat is that? It's funny, no one's ever asked that. This is a cerebral cat. Message held for review. I kind of like these. Dark Bunny, don't say stuff like that, man. Where are you that this is legal? North Carolina, South Carolina, and Alabama. We go from one to the other. Yeah, you guys get it. Wait. It's jumping away. Is this a regular pet? For me now, at this point, you know, it's been 4.5 years. To me, you know, I'm very used to their behavior. I can't imagine not having one. As far as kids, if the kids know them since they're babies, the cerebral would be fine with them, but I wouldn't let my kids know. I just feel like there's too much at stake. You know, hang on. Pouncer, you're stuck, bro. I just feel like, you know, if he could hurt me, you know, it's always accidentally. He wouldn't do it on purpose. He would never hurt a kid on purpose. But if he could hurt me by accident, you know, when my kids were young, I would never have let that happen. So, yeah, he's a regular pet for me. I would not let him around kids. Many people do, but that's just not something I would do. Maybe supervised, you know, in the outdoor enclosure. Because when you're outdoors, if he does something wrong, you just throw a ball and it go the other way, and I would be there, but I wouldn't leave them alone. A lot of people do, but I don't really get that. It's easy with the females. They're much tamer. Raven, I'm glad it makes your day. Does he have a run of the house? He's got the run of 3 houses, and he's got the largest enclosure in the country. Doesn't attack foxes. Not yet. He's not really a good hunter yet. Does this cat boss around? No, that's his dad, Swaggers. I live close to South Carolina. Oh, come pet him one day. Come meet him. Is there a dog? Man sightings? Where are you at? Not yet. What's it mostly curious about? Bugs, birds, sounds. Like they hear everything. They have such refined. Oh, don't take off, bro. They have such refined senses that they hear things that like no dog could, no person could possibly. And then he goes and chases it. And anything that gets, and you know, I know more about wild animals than regular ones, but anything that gets a serval, and I would imagine a regular cat or any other animal, to use their senses is considered enrichment. So I used to feed Swaggers live goldfish So he would hunt them. I hated it. It depressed me. It was mean, but it was necessary to keep him happy. After they do an enrichment activity, they're happy. But I couldn't live with it anymore. It just drove me so crazy. I came up with other ones. I don't care if it's legal. This is America. As long as it's by a tiger, who cares? What's up, Mr. Good Citizen? I want one. Sayadish. I don't know what that means. Oye, oye, halani. I guess it's like here. He's young. Yeah, he's 5 months old. Good eye. What kind of cat is it? I never had anyone ever ask that. It's funny. Someone finally asked. He's a serval cat. He's still a kitten. He is. He's just a big baby. And it's funny, man. When I carry him and we walk, he's gonna shoot. He's gonna bolt. He's a little bolter. Please don't kill me, bro. When I carry him outside and we walk past the outdoor cats, it's funny because they won't let me hold them. They're outdoor cats. I've tamed them, but they still won't let me hold them. They probably never will. And I hold Pouncer, and it's so funny that he's like so much bigger, but I'm holding him like a little baby. And Pouncer like loves that. And he looks down at them like he's a big shot, when in reality he's a little baby. Can you leave it with no leash? Yes. If I do, he sticks around. But the leash gives me emotional security. He is searching. A mountain lion. Steve-O. Oh, look, it's the real Steve-O. How you doing, bro? Is that Put me in the Jackass movies. I was bitten by the most venomous snake in the world. I'm the most hated person on the planet outside of politicians. And I've done things even you wouldn't do. So put me in the next Jackass. He's not a mountain lion. He's a serval. He went from mountain lion to jaguar. How much do they cost? If you buy one, which I wouldn't do, they cost like $5,000. And it's gonna be $5,000 for a baby. The babies, hang on, buddy. The babies cost more, you see. And Steve-O, Johnny Knoxville I think he's following me now. How much do they cost? Oh, yeah, we went through that. Oh, a break. I thought it was a bobcat. Yeah, a lot of people do. Different continent. I have a domestic cat the same size, maybe bigger. Bro, you don't. Look, I need something for... What can I show you? Look, this is my hand. This is my cat. There's no domestic cat in the world. Not even a Maine Coon is this big. I mean, that would be kind of cool. Servals can be domesticated. Yeah, to an extent. They will breed with house cats. If they do, that'll be a Savannah cat. 30 plus pounds. Yeah. Or close to it, man. He's getting heavy. His dad is 42 pounds. Aisha says, oh, that's a cheetah. What up, Chad? He wishes he was a cheetah. How did you get it? I rescued his dad from Africa. Is that little Chad? That's familiar. Weren't you the guy that was on here all the time asking this? Can you butt chug a beer? Of course, man. You don't know who I am, man. You look up Jeff Leibowitz, Leibowitz. Look me up on Google, and believe me, you'll want me. I've done shit you couldn't possibly imagine. Things you would never do. Never. Holding 5 boom signs, rattlesnakes, cobras. I got bit by the most venomous snake in the world, and I'm still here. So, Jackass can't kill me, if that can't kill me. But I was watching something on your channel the other day. What was it? Oh, yeah, that guy who was shooting pool and making CDs go into these really precise slots. How the fuck did he do that? Man, that I've never seen something so precise. Vidal, yes, from Africa. Yeah, domestic cat, 30 pounds. Same build but bigger. He needs a diet, bro. Yeah, that was me. Some house cats weigh 20 pounds. Yeah, no, definitely. But they're, usually obese. Mine does. I've never seen a domestic cat this size. Well, my vet told me about my obese cat. Yeah, Leibowitz, but Leibowitz. What is your name again? Jeff, Jeff, or Jeffrey Leibowitz, Leibowitz. You should look me up. Trust me, you'll find things all over the world. They're not always going to be very flattering, but still, there are things all over the world. I should be in Jackass. Absolutely. I would make Jackass bigger than it ever was. I would. And everybody would be rooting for me to get hurt, which would be good for your show. Good looking dog, man. Thank you. Straight Ming Monkey. Weren't you here the other day, or was that a different monkey? Message held for review. That's it. Amanda, don't say that. That's something I would say. I remember Leibowitz, Leibowitz, Steve-O. Not obese, same build as your cat, tall. Well, send me a picture. Send me a picture on Instagram at, what is it, Baby Pouncer or Berimbolo Jeff. Berimbolo Jeff. Or on Facebook at Jeffrey Leibowitz, Leibowitz. I run Venomous Snakes Classified. It's a big group. It's got like 52,000 people. They're all nuts. And we post about all animals. You guys are all welcome. I don't know, man. So you got a big cat. That's kind of cool. I wonder what it is. I'm not getting how you spell it. Lei. B like baby. O like O. W like wow. I like igloo. T like tiger. Z like zebra. Let it run for a bit. He's the one sitting down. Maria Marquez, ¿cómo estamos? Muy buenas. You sound like you're from Smash Mouth. I don't know what that is. What type of cat? He's a mid-range Congo cat. I don't have Instagram. Well, maybe Facebook? Don't have that either. Then go on to TikTok. What are we? Pouncer the Cat or Swaggers the Cat. They both were. Jesus Christ. Steve-O. Leibowitz. Lei. I should really change the name to my name. Lei. Just put an inland taipan. Now that's hard to spell too. Inland taipan bite. Or man in Florence snake bite. And then you'll see my name will come up fucking everywhere. Leibowitz. Are you the real Steve-O? You might be. You might not be. I don't know. This is very beautiful. Give it a kiss for me. Let's see. This is from Connie. All right, he's kissed. Butterfly, a South Carolina man speaks out after deadly snake bites him. Is that an article? Because I did. Is that a cheetah? No. That's it. Vidal Segura. That's my name. Leibowitz. Why was that so hard? You're like the kids in my class. Your cat is so cute. Sonja, so are you. Steve-O. Are you fucking kidding me? You're writing EL like in... Look up, Steve-O, if you're Steve-O. Look up to Vidal. He got it right. Leibowitz. Where are we? Is that a cheetah? Leibowitz. Ow! He just wanted a hug. Oh, I didn't expect that. Oh, you scared the shit out of me, bro. He does this when he thinks I'm not paying attention to him. That's why he doesn't like the phone. You know, he knows the phone is an attention taker. Hold on, man. We're all tied up again. Do a crack review. I don't know what that is. Free that wild cat. Moonshine. That's not the way. I rescued his father from a certain death in Africa. And in the wild, their land is overdeveloped. There's no food. I've seen them in the wild. They're dying. And I work with some several rescues, and you should see the terrible condition they come in. You know, of course, if they're in the wild, you know, you can't bring them in and tame them. But they have a terrible life. I mean, I've seen terrible things in the wild with them. It's kind of hard to find, I'll tell you. I'd love to give that wild cat a hug. Connie, come give him a... Uh-oh, he's going to climb. All right. Don't go too high. Connie, come give him a hug then. You can meet us in North Carolina, in Person County. All right, now I know you're fucking with me. You're definitely doing this on purpose, you know. It's me. Well, I'm a big fan. I love Jackass. When I first saw Jackass, I think it was the first one, I was a teacher in Long Beach, New York, and all the kids in my classes were in the theater, and I was in the front row, and I didn't really want them to know I was there, no offense, but I fell to the floor laughing so hard. Was it you? Someone jumped into a ceiling fan, and that's when I just lost my shit. Ah! It was so funny. All right, I'm coming, fuck, Jesus Christ. Ugh. Ugh. And I'm on the floor, popcorn's everywhere. The girl I'm with walked away. I mean, I couldn't stop laughing. It was the funniest thing I ever seen. Jackass forever. I would be perfect for your show. I'm telling you, I would make your show bigger than it ever was. People fucking hate me, you don't know. I mean, worldwide. He's trolling you, maybe. Buttery. Boy, I know, he's messing around. Someone has you on Instagram. Yeah, I'm on Instagram. I love your cat. Thank you. He's so cute. Neo Sapiens. Leibowitz. That's right. That's not Steve-O. I know. What the fuck? I thought he was getting killed. There was once a time. Remind me to tell you the story about the cobra on the TikTok live. What is that? It's a serval. This bad. He's skinny. 33. He's called a serval. Someone's got to do this to me. Just say serval. Is that an Egyptian cat? No, but people do worship him. I lived in Egypt actually 3 years. Egypt is dope, man. It's very poor, but the people are so nice. You were on Instagram, or is it not you? I am. On Instagram, it's Berimbolo Jeff. BERIMBOLO. I'm going to make a post. I'll just post all this stuff. Berimbolo Jeff or Baby Pouncer. You just go to Baby Pouncer and hit me up. I'll show you how to spell Berimbolo Jeff. It's a jiu-jitsu technique. Or is it not you? No, it's me. There's some fake accounts that say they're me, but they don't have many followers. You'll see. I wish I can cuddle that cat. So come cuddle him. It's you pictures, and it's probably me. I'm not trolling. We're looking for a new Wildcat guy since Manny left. A Wildcat guy. Well, I'm your man. Hit me up. Hit me up. Even if you're not the real Steve-O, fuck it. We can do it anyway. We'll make funny videos. You can be the new Steve-O, but we'd have to tell the old Steve-O. I'm sure the old Steve-O, I'm just fucking around. Your cat kind of looks like mine. Cool. Join us for a new season of Jackass, please. I'm in. But mine isn't a serval. That's okay. It's all the same thing. I just followed you. Oh, thank you. I have regular cat and see too much. Yeah, cats are the best, man. Rockstar says hi. What's up, Rockstar? Make the cat hunt a rabbit. How do I make the rabbit appear? I would like to know. I just ordered him some rabbits, but he is not a good hunter yet. He tries, but he's not killing anything. He's tried, but they take like a year before they get good at it. The cat will smell it, I think. Well, how do I don't know how to do that, bro. I don't know how to make a rabbit appear out of my head. Pouncer has a lot of clothing that he wears, and he sleeps in pajamas that he loves. But I got him. How big does this grow? They can stand up and touch your chest. So he wears all sorts of clothes. You've seen him. He dresses like a unicorn. He's been a lobster. He's a bumblebee. He's got all sorts of shit. But I got him one that was pink, and he got so mad he won't wear it. He just won't wear it. He's like, that's a girl color. And I tell him, bro, I have pink ties. I have pink shirts. I don't care. He does. He's a very masculine cat. So what are your animals' political orientations? Tell me. But yeah, they get pretty big. I thought it was an Egyptian cat. No, they're different. That eats them raw. Yeah, those make that coffee, I know. Those aren't cats. Those aren't cats. Those are civets. 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 They're related to genets. They're not cats, but they sort of look like a little bit feline, so they call them that. They're their own genus. What do you look like? Like this. That's me. Jeff Leibowitz. Whoa, bro. Oh. Pretty soon I'll look like that, but dead. It won't go back now. Did we lose our lighting? Alright, we lose our lighting. Does it eat babies? Baby mice and rats. Is that a tiger? Yeah, man, that's a tiger. My ex said the only cat I know how to handle is wild animals. What the fuck does that mean? It means your ex is a wild animal, bro. What else could it mean? So you handle that shit. I like that. My ex said far worse things. Can't imagine what my ex said. She said I was what did she say? A godless, a godless pagan with no moral foundation. I mean, she got a point. She got a point. It was after a party we had, but I mean, I admit that party got a little out of hand. We had a party. Well, every August I have a big party, and people came from, more than 2,000-3,000 people came, and we had, bands and fireworks and shit. But maybe I should have done things a little different because it got a little out of control. And my neighbors, you got a MAGA cat, cool. You can't own that. Sorry, those that eat babies. Is that what they call wildcats in Texas? That's the name of it. Top man, cool. TLO, what's up, bro? They do it with elephants too, yeah? Mad world we live in, Where are you from? Caracals, is that what that is? No, caracals, those are the cats that have really, really like pointy ears, not just big ears. And they can fly with their ears, it looks like. Can you take that to the park? Well, we're in the park. So I'm going to go with yes. We go to different parks every day. You seem like you party a lot. I don't know, man. I just, live, have fun. I like having people over. So we had this party called Swagger Fest. Everyone came to see Swaggers, but I got serious about it, man. I put in like a lot of money, more than I should have, believe me. And so we had like real bands, like real bands that you would know. It was a bad idea, and I didn't really plan out the parking perfectly, so people parked in my neighbor's spots. All right, I'm coming. I mean, everywhere. It was like Woodstock. And, we had I don't know, some of the people said our waitresses were strippers, but they weren't. They just dressed like a little bit promiscuously. It was a good party. It was just, a lot of cops. I like your style. You party heathen. That's what you called me. A godless pagan heathen. WSG. I don't know what WSG is. Why did you get an animal that belongs in a sanctuary? Because I rescued his father from a country called Cameroon, Africa. I was covering a story there, and his tribe was going to kill him. I posted those videos. Read the bio. You'll see. So, and his father, I did breed the father because I needed the money, and he had one boy and 2 girls, and so I took the boy, and she sold the girl. I didn't make any money from it, but I was supposed to. But, he's gonna kill me. What kind of cat is that? He's a mid-range Congo leopard cat. What is it, please? Is he a night cat? They're like twilight cats. Like they're up early in the morning and late at night. So I'm not sure how to answer that. You can keep him up at night. He'll wake up at 3:30. You're more than ready to play. Whoa! All right, I'm coming, bro. Jesus. Yeah, he does this. Then he sits down like that. I'm trying, Pouncer. I'm trying. You don't see it. Like he pulls me away from the phone. Bro got that thing on him for real. Dodging my switch for sure. Keeps me scrambling for alternative. You got to translate that to English. Is your cat vicious to other cats? No, he's a good boy. Got a cat rank in Ascension Court League. We have one. We have so many. I just like this one over here. I think he's more of an afternoon cat. No, I wouldn't say that. That's when they rest. Of course, remember, they're hunting, at dawn and dusk. Your pet is so cute. Bella. Is it Bella or Bella? What's its name? This is Pouncer. He loves you. Sandy, thank you. Brownie, is that your pet? Well, actually, took him from the neighbor. I'm holding him hostage for ransom. I'll see if they pay up. Let it loose for a bit. No way. Gives me anxiety. Yareli, it's so beautiful. No gracias, mi alma. A brunch time cat. They wait. I don't know, man. Like, I know exactly when it's going to be awake and asleep, but they're crazy, insane, energetic at dawn and dusk. Like, you cannot imagine. Like, that's when you can get hurt if you're a kid. That's when they'll just run and jump on you and do really crazy shit. It's fun. Gator, I love Pouncer. He loves you too, man. What's up, Nova? I remember you. So cute. So are you. That's what he said about you. I'm gonna subscribe. He's so cute. Yeah, subscribe, man. Does he eat much? You know, no. He really doesn't. He eats like he goes to the bathroom. It's something that he has to do, but he's not food aggressive at all. His father is nuts. He doesn't know it yet, but he's been kidnapped from his natural habitat when he finds out he's going to eat someone. Yeah. So much. Yeah, gotcha. Sometimes we go to these really beautiful parks, and he does this. He'll just sit and stare at beautiful things. Pouncer appreciates beauty. He does. You know, and I say that because it's always at the most beautiful parts. You're a good boy. You ever notice how, like, he needs to know that I'm here? You know, that's the thing with him. Like, he's so attached to me. We're bonded. I had him since he was a tiny baby. So, you know, he needs to know I'm here, or he gets scared. Swagger doesn't give a fuck where I at. You know, Swagger is nuts. If he went crazy, he could kill you. If a server went crazy, it'd fuck you up, you know, badly. But kill you if you're an adult, I don't think so. I don't think so. It could fuck you up. You'd be in pain. But, you know, if you understood just the least bit about their behavior, you know, if you understood when it's time to run away, you'd live. I can't see your name. Kataki, April. How are you? Armpit. I'm sorry, I can't read your name. Bro, what the fuck? Is it legal? Why do people ask this? No, he's illegal. I just stole him from the local zoo. I figured I'd take him for a walk and then bring him back. So, you know, I guess what I did was wrong. But I figured, you know, look, he needed to walk. And so I took him. And I'm going to bring him back and take an ocelot. I love cats. However, I'm extremely allergic to cats. You know what? So am I. I'm allergic to cats. But if you really love them, believe it or not, at least in my experience, your body will develop a resistance. And you'll get some sort of increased immunity. So I'm not going back there. You're going to get stuck. Zoos are messed up. They are. I've worked at a zoo. I worked in the venomous house at the Bronx Zoo when I was younger. Whoa, really? Yeah. What's the price of one of these kitties? They go for like $5,000. Don't buy one, though. It's not armpit. You can call Vicky. Hey, Vicky, sorry. Speaking of armpits, Pouncer was eating mine today, and he does that a lot. He goes into my armpit and just starts nibbling away. You know, if you could explain it to me, I'd love to hear it. Could you ride him? I guess maybe one of the kitty cats could. Pregan Tandy, what up, man? Nicolina, I would sacrifice 700 people to a volcano for Pouncer to continue to reign. Yeah, you should actually do that. Just, you know, to honor Pouncer. Can you tell us some facts about Pouncer? He's really cute. His dad has 1,259 spots. And I love him very much. Your channel is so good. Of course, you guys are here. Really. Don't buy one. Why you say so? Because you could rescue a cat. Why would you buy one? I didn't buy one. You know, like, why buy a cat that is so much work, that people use it as a status symbol, that is just going to, you know, cost you little things like marriage, your house, the state you live in, like so many things. You know, you're going to have to spend $30,000 to make a decent enclosure. Like, why would you do that? You know how many animals you could help with that money? You know, and they're very sweet and loving. And servals aren't as loving as regular cats. They're not born loving you. They're born not giving a fuck. You have to tame them. It's like having baby dragons. So you have to chill them out. I mean, imagine having to tame baby kittens. I mean, baby kittens, you know, little kittens. Don't say the price. We'll get them without knowing shit and probably abandon it. And that's what you mean. Can you show his or her face? Hey, smile! I don't really want to put the light in his eye. Pouncer, smile! There you go. Do you do this every night? Yep, every single night. And we do it on my lunchtime when I'm at work. Your live was the most random thing I found. Well, I'm glad you're here. Wildstar, what's up? Wildstar is a kid. She's my friend. A good kid, a good student, and she loves Pouncer. Message held for review. Your headline on Vice magazine. Yeah, let me tell you about that. You know, all that stuff they say is bullshit about the snake. When it comes to the snake thing, I'm going to get pissed off. All that thing is bullshit. I did say that. But in my chat group, which is all just for fucking around, that's all we do is kid around. All we do is mess around. I said that, just kidding. And the fact that someone could take that seriously, to me is just mind-boggling. What a stupid mind you have to take that seriously. But, everything that's been in the news, all these reporters, I still get calls from ABC and NBC, all of them every day. It's been all over the world. It's constant. It was getting bad before it even happened. But they just make up shit. When they don't know something, they just make things up. Like basic things, like location, like basic things. What they did to my snakes. They said I kept them in bad conditions. That I spoil every animal I have. And I had just moved in there. Some were in bins. Many people use bins. But that was just temporary. Most weren't in bins. And what they did to kill them, I haven't even mentioned yet. So the problem is that in South Carolina, venomous snakes are still legal except in Florence, right? But they didn't know that. So I didn't know that they didn't know about this. I didn't know that because I got bit, they would kill all my snakes, without a warrant, without any charges, without a complaint. Just because they thought I was going to die. They didn't know that. And they didn't have permission. And it's in New York Magazine. Oh my God, is that a Savannah? If he had babies with a regular cat, those would be Savannahs. This is the wild one, servals. How many spots does Pound? I can't tell you yet. It's a whole process. You got to take pictures from different angles and connect them so it's 3D. I don't know. It's going to be around 1,200. It's also hard to know when is it a stripe compared to a spot. I don't know. Where you from, man? You tell me, and then I'll tell you. Not a Savannah, he's a serval. Thank you. I know I hate Vice here. Vice is going to kill. He's going in the volcano. They killed all your snakes. Yeah, and they took my 2 cats away. It was the most unimaginable thing you could think of. I'm handling these snakes 46 years. Never got bit in 45 years. And the 46th year I got bit, and suddenly I'm a piece of shit everywhere. People are withholding anti-venom that we didn't need anyway. But they're publicly announcing we're not going to release anti-venom to Jeff Leibowitz because they want him to die. I mean, they said these words. Look it up. And, people across the world were saying they wanted me to die because I free handle snakes in a way that they just don't understand. And I had never been posting anything about snakes until about 2 years ago. So to them, I came out of nowhere and sort of deprived them of their expertise. This is something I really know about. And really, to them, they don't love them. They don't try to form a relationship with them. They like them. They collect them. They like their colors. To them, it's like having, collecting stamps or coins or Snapple caps. They don't really love them. I do. Yeah, man. I hate it too. Thank you. Thank you, Hunter Boy. What's up, bro? Oh, that's a boombox. He doesn't like that too much. So, who said that they wouldn't release the anti-venom? Kentucky Reptile Zoo. But we already had anti-venom. And apparently I have a friend there. Yeah, man, they are like family. They made this announcement just, and Viper Keeper, who's a bag of shit guy with a YouTube channel, he made a video supporting it. It was like all of my people, all of my supporters were spamming the shit out of them for saying they wanted me to die and trying to help with that. And then they started to try to spam us. It was a nightmare. But they never understood what was happening. Never. So they wanted me to die because what they don't understand, they fear and they hate. I'm not letting them go. I'm glad you're willing to take the risk. He would stay, but it bothers me. And it feels irresponsible too. Because what if he does catch something? an animal. There's a little white cat that stays over there. I'm surprised he hasn't taken me there. What's up, man? Not much. I kind of feel bad when people walk by and like they must have so many questions. But Unicorn Horn, how are you? You're mad responsible for that. No, I'm not. I didn't do anything that was wrong. Nothing. And if you believe them, then you're a fool. If you knew what they did to them, and you're siding with these animals, get rid of you. He doesn't even know the situation at all. You ever get worried the cat will get aggressive with you? He does get aggressive. You should pet a lion now. I wish. There's this girl, something BREXX on TikTok, and she has all these lions and stuff, and she's really nice. I envy her. How can you catch it if it goes away? Like a dog. Well, Pouncer comes back, but his father, he doesn't. He was saying you're responsible for keeping the leash. I gotta let him back in then. Thanks. Thank you, Skinny. My mistake. Oh no, I didn't throw him out. I just deleted the message. I appreciate that. I wouldn't want to be unfair to anyone. I don't throw people out unless like they say something that I really hate, like about that situation, because a lot of them come on and they tell me they have death threats, and a lot of them just say they want me to die, and it wears thin, so I just get rid of them. Or if there's animal cruelty suggestions, then I get rid of them. That's my weak spot. Is this why sports? No. Valsmo, what is his diet? What kind of things do you feed him? He eats little animals. Anything smaller than them he'll eat, and he eats a special grind. How much exercise does he need each day? I give him a lot. And do you like your leash? Nah. We have like 30, 40, but I use this when we come here. I don't know. I'll bring a longer one tomorrow. You see, I've always felt that it's important to give them more exercise than they even want. I don't want there to be any doubt. I treat him like an athlete, and I work him hard. Not that he doesn't work me hard. This is just a nighttime walk for like an hour. This is after a lot, and he's got a lot more sessions coming up tonight. So, I work him hard. You have to have an outdoor enclosure if you're gonna have one of these cats. You just have to. They can stay inside, but ideally, you could have the outdoor enclosure connected to the indoor enclosure, connected maybe to a patio or whatever. There's many ways to do it, but without an outdoor enclosure, it's just not fair. Is he a certified good boy? Yes, and they just got that certification actually. How do you make a living, or just live of what you made before? I guess the cat needs special care. I do a few different things, but I'm a Spanish teacher. That's something that I feel like I'll always be. I do other things, but just for money. Well, not just for money. I do other things that don't take much time, that make money, but I feel like when I'm teaching and the kids are speaking Spanish, like they're really speaking and they knew nothing before, I say to myself, damn, this is the thing I can really do. I can help them to really speak. I don't mean to. ¿Tú eres de España? ¿De qué parte de España? I don't mean to show off. I don't mean this in an arrogant way, but I know there are kids that wouldn't have graduated without me. I know it to be true. I know it sounds like a show-off thing to say, but it's true. Hey, you pretty man, watch it. He legally owns it. Málaga, okay, de Marbella, por ahí, por Marbella. Ahí donde vive Antonio Banderas. You have to have a special permit. Depends on the state. Thanks for answering all the questions. Oh, it's my pleasure. Aaliyah's back. Yay. Lucky hairy pet. That's awesome, bro. That a good feeling. Yeah, it is a good feeling. He's so cute. Hey, Cassie says you're cute. Give a kiss. Give a kiss. He's a good boy. He's such a good boy. He really is. Being a great pet owner shows your character. I'm with you, Skinny. I feel like I wouldn't even trust someone who didn't love animals. How with some paper things are legal now? I'm not sure what you mean. I guess what you're saying is in some states they require, papers like permits, or you're talking about illegal alien cats. I don't know. Antonito, soy muy cerca suya. Olé, qué bonito. Yo he estado allí y no nos hemos pasado de puta madre. Entonces, andaluz, somos andaluces. Is he soft? He's fuzzy. He used to be fluffy. As babies, they're fluffy, then they get fuzzy. Can I see his face? Oh, don't make me do it again. Is it men who makes the rule? I don't know. Have a good night. Take care, Val's Boom. Have a nice night. Thank you for coming. Can you pet him? Wait, didn't we do all these in Oklahoma? I gotta thank you guys, by the way, because you take my mind off all the exercise it's giving me, which otherwise I would hate. I hate physical activity. In Oklahoma, you would need a non-commercial breeder's permit to keep a serval, yeah, and proof of 100 hours of care. That I didn't know. I never heard of that ever. I've heard of that for venomous snakes. I never heard of 100 hours for a wild cat. Like, where do you get it? If the people, I mean, how many people in the state really could, like, how many have wild cats that can give you 100 hours near your house? Do a face reveal. It's Pouncer. It's Pouncer, my good boy. He loves you guys, you know. I lived in Texas and Florida before. Now I'm in Scotland. Well, that's quite a change. I don't trust people. Don't like, yeah, man. If you love animals, it means you have a good heart. Damn, you fast. That's a fucking tiger or leopard, baby. I don't know if you call me baby or just a leopard baby. You gonna jump on me? Will he protect you? Oh, God, no. He wouldn't give a fuck. If someone tried to attack me, he would be scared and hide under the bed. But they don't do that. That's not their instinct. You know, it's like having a snake. Someone comes to rob you. Your snake might know you and stuff. Maybe it even likes you. But it's gonna hide. You know, that's just their instinct. They don't have those protective instincts. At least I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe he would protect his rat if the guy tried to take his rat. Alegría americano que no se Andalucía, hombre. Que viva Triana. Oh! Oh! God, he just flew up in the air. Oh. Bro. That was crazy. I bet he sleeps with you. Yes, he does. I know that's true. Yeah, check out the videos. Is he neutered? No. That's a decision I gotta make when he's 8 months old. And most people do get him neutered. But I've always felt like, you know, I wouldn't do it to myself. I don't know, man. I never got Swaggers neutered. He had babies. That was never in the plans. But I don't know, man. I always feel like if I can't do it to myself, I can't do it to him. You know, I don't want to transgender him. But there's a lot of things to take into consideration. People who say you should, they're all right. You know, there's the right way, the wrong way, and then there's my way. How old is he right now? He's 5 months old, still a baby. Tell him he's handsome. Aaliyah says you're so handsome. She said, que guapo eres, mi niño, que tío, más bueno. Is that an ocelot? No. Do not do it. What? Just say no to trans. Mr. sounds out of breath. Bro, I'm dying. You think I'm out of breath? I think I'm about to die. Message held for review. Is he a girl or a boy? Why would that be held for review? He's a boy. Oh, he's really a cat. You know, he's a male. Oh, dear. How old is he? I told you. You gotta know your Spanish. Hombre. Soy profe de español. What kind of cat is that? Yo nací en España. What kind of cat is that? There you go. Thank you. Your worst nightmare. Thank you. Do that every time they ask. Where'd you get him? Luca, how are you? I rescued his dad in Africa, in a country called Cameroon, where I was covering a news story. I was a reporter for the New York Times. And I'm good with languages, so I was interviewing all these people. And es verdad, que son muy tontos, ¿no? And so, long story short, I'm meeting with this sort of chief of this tribe, and they had him tied up. He's a little baby. They were going to kill him. So I traded him a backpack for him. I didn't know what the fuck he was. I figured, you know, the dogs there have spots, so I figured the cats had spots. I thought it was full grown. I didn't know. And then I had to get this special permit to bring him back to the United States, and I still didn't know what he was. You know, they just told me I needed the permit. All right, so I did that. And then I was in New York, you know, working for the Times and covering crime and education, municipal disputes, and all that. And he started to grow and grow. And then it's like, fuck, he grew. And it was, got to the point where someone finally told me, that's a serval, bro. I was like, what the fuck is a serval? What's a serval? I didn't know. So it turned out they were illegal in New York. So I had to move. So we came to the South. And many years later, after getting the ship it at me every day by swaggers, many years later, Pouncer appeared. He's his son. He's very nice. 20. What a silly little guy. He's a silly kitty. He's an itty bitty pretty kitty from the city on the committee for pretty kitties and titties. Oops, I shouldn't have said that. Bill Cosby. Does he scare the dogs or fears them? He fears them. Pretty you are a minor, I know for sure. Talking like, haha, vaya historia, hombre, si supieras. I could watch you all night, but I'm gonna walk into a wall. I'm just getting well from pneumonia. Oh, damn. Much love to you both. Well, have a good night. I had pneumonia too. I never knew how bad it hurt. And pneumonia hurts like hell. It's like having rocks inside your chest. It's just like going through your bones and ligaments. Hell, I hope you feel better. Do not neuter, says Gabriel. Well, I'm not big on neutering, but most people are. A New Yorker from New York. Oh, that's actually boring to me. Thank you. You're very welcome. We're going to go soon. We've been here for an hour and 6 minutes. I'm tired. So usually we go to the car over there and rest. And then I take them to another place. Everyone's against neutering. I'm surprised. I thought you guys would be for it. What you may not know is that when they're about 2.5 years old, servals spray. A gun game or buy, if you're leaving. They spray. So like swaggers will walk by and just do a drive-by, just piss right on me, So if you're new to them, they're less likely to do that. But there's also strategies. There's ways of minimizing it. And I don't want to say it on YouTube because let's just say I do it different. How much exercise does he need to do? He needs exercise all day except when he's sleeping. Oh, for example. But, mostly they play. This isn't really playtime. This is just walking time. Okay, I'm coming. You see how the phone goes away when he pulls me? Because he pulled the whole front half of my body forward. Bro, you're being too quick to judge Mr. Gun Game, whatever. I ain't judging nobody. If I did, I'm sorry. I'm not sure what we're talking about even. I understand that. Judge, you seem offended. I don't know what you guys are talking about. It depends on how much sleep Jeff wants to get each night. Man, I really don't get much sleep, to be honest, because I have a full-time job, I do other things, and I have to wake up and take care of my animals early, then I come back from lunch to take him out, and then, the teacher has work that's, got to do at home, but my kids are doing really well. He's pretty strong, yeah. Are they more playful as kittens? I tell you, man, when I brought him here as a little tiny, he is a kitten, but when I brought him here as a tiny kitten, all he did was play. From the moment I picked him up in the car, at that place, at my place when we got here, it was all just play. And they're pretty, whatever, man. Is that something to feeling nice about? I don't know what guys are fighting about, to be honest. And then he just never stopped playing. Some guy. Alright, so you're going to have to either come in reverse or I got to move the leash. Joe, we could all see you, It's the ears. You guys maybe should settle this in the octagon. Are you capturing a Pokemon? Yes. Is he pooping? No, definitely not. Did you find it, Joe Biden? What if some dog would come up to it? He would be scared. It was a little dog. He might play with it. Hey, somebody is a... I'm not sure what you guys are talking about. I think I missed a few things. Please don't fight with each other. Pastor, what are you doing, bro? Now I don't see you. What are you doing? You're just sitting there. Oh, I know what he's doing. He's waiting for that little... There's a cute little white cat that lives right there. And he's waiting to see it. Alright, come out. Come on, man. I can't stand it here. Ew. Come back out. Come on, bro. Pouncer, come out. Fuck. That's Savannah Cat. He's a serval. Why is this person calling someone trans? I don't know what they're talking about. Come here, Pouncer, you pin ass. Come here. What are you doing to me? You're gonna leave me here in the brush? Come on. I'm not you. I can't do this. Is the sound back now? Can you hear me? Probando, probando. Can you guys hear me now? Okay. Well, I had to go into that shit and grab him. And he was just sitting there trying to like lie down. Did I tell you before? Look at the video. The last one I posted. We're walking outside. I'm going to feed the babies, the house cats, right? And Pouncer just throws himself down and takes a nap in their food. Just lies down in their food. And they're just eating, like right by his butt. It was so disgusting. Yeah, let's not be weird. There's enough weird. Pouncer's weird enough for everybody. How about we go back to the car, Pouncer? How about we go back to the car so Daddy don't die? You see, I'm really old. Like, I'm as old as God. And I get tired after a while. Is it some prank? Boy, I don't know what you guys are talking about. Come here. Come on, baby. Come on. See, I don't like to pull on his leashes. Maybe you could... Pouncer, this won't work, but watch this. Pouncer, come. That thing can kill people, you know. Come on, bro. But, you know, so can a Rottweiler. So can a German Shepherd or a Poodle. Doesn't it all depend on the person's dedication, the amount of time you put into it and all that? You know, knowing what they need and so on. It's like you have to have sort of a theoretical understanding of it, then more of a pragmatic application, if you ask me, which you didn't. Boy, they're talking to get you out of here. Hey, Sonia, I think it all depends on your bond with the animal. Yeah, it does. Behave. Look, come this way. Come this way. Come. Let's just go this way. We've covered that ground. Boy, you'd be a good farmer. You guys are lucky I make this stuff not for kids, the things you say. Call me a baby. Just work with me. I know we're tangled up. Dogs and cats and fast food. Best things in life, right? Pouncer loves Arby's. He doesn't love Walmart. He doesn't like PetSmart. He does like Petco. He kind of hates Walmart. But if there's one thing that Pouncer hates, it's grape juice. Welch's grape juice. He hates it. He hits it. He bites it. He wants to kill it. Sorry if I'm weird. I took some... why would you say that, bro? That's the kind of thing you can't say. Yeah, he's a troll. He's gone. Oi. Gonzalez. Are you Gallego or Catalan or Portuguese? Alright, please go back to the car. I'm tired. Come on, Brody. I want to go back now. I wish you did too. I think he sort of does. You know, he's sort of cooperating. He knows when he gets to the pavement, it's towards the car. And then I love his ears too. I love when they look down. They're so cute when they look down. You know, it's just the funniest thing. Come here. All right, look, I'm going to carry him to the car. We might come back later. We might come back on. But he knows it's time to go. Listen, love having you guys here. Thank you so much for coming. I hope all of you enjoy the rest of your weekend. Pouncer, be a good boy. Be a good boy. Hey, I got you. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Be kind. It was my pleasure. Appreciate every one of you. Okay, have a nice night now.